college is AB Institute of Engineering and Technology, and we are from Department of Electronics and Computer Engineering. And I am Gopari Sai Siddhartha, and my team members are Avula Shirisha and Battula Venkata Sairam. Our project is on MEMS Accelerometer Controller Wheelchair. The abstract of MEMS Accelerometer Controller Wheelchair project would provide a brief overview of the project's goals, methods, and expected outcomes. Here is an example of what an abstract for this type of project might look like. This project aims to develop a MEMS accelerometer controller wheelchair which allows users to control their wheelchair through the use of MEMS. The system will be based on an accelerometer which will detect the user's movement and translate it into wheelchair movement. The user will be able to select from a set of predefined MEMS to control the speed and direction of the wheelchair. The project will involve designing and building a prototype system, developing the software to control the accelerometer and wheelchair motors, and testing the system to ensure it is safe and reliable. The expected outcome of this project is to create a novel, low-cost, and intuitive control system for wheelchair users that will improve their quality of life and increase their independence. Now let us go to the introduction of this project. The aim of the project is to controlling a wheelchair by using MEMS accelerometer sensor, which is micro electromechanical system technology. MEMS accelerometer sensor is a micro electromechanical sensor which is a highly sensitive sensor and capable of detecting the tilt. This sensor finds the tilt and makes use of the accelerometer to change the direction of the wheelchair depending on tilt. For example, if the tilt is to the right side, then the wheelchair moves in right direction, or if the tilt is to the left side, then the wheelchair moves in left direction. Wheelchair movement can be controlled in forward, reverse, left and right direction. Nowadays, automation is most frequently spelled term in the field of electronics. The hunger for automation brought many revolutions in the existing technologies. One among the technologies which had greater development is the MEMS accelerometer sensor. This had greater importance than any other technologies due to its user-friendly nature. MEMS sensor based devices can easily reachable to the common man due to its simpler operation, and at the same time it challenges the designers of the device. This device will be portable and the system operation is entirely driven by wireless technology. Users can wear it to his wrist like a watch and can operate it by tilting the MEMS accelerometer sensor. Now let us see the existing system. Wheelchair is a gadget utilized by crippled and elderly individuals for their transportation reason. A few sorts of smart wheelchairs are accessible in the market for some situation. For example, absolutely loss of motion individuals in amyotrophic lateral sclerosis and Parkinson illness, it might be extremely troublesome or outlandish for such patients to utilize typical sort of framework. They depend close motion, eye position, voice acknowledgement, and mind waves, and so forth. A self-impelled manual wheelchair fuses a casing, seat, maybe a couple foot plates, and four wheels. Generally, two caster wheels at the front and two huge wheels at the back. They have designed the control system including software and hardware. Voice controlled posture changing and driving was realized. The hardware circuit and software program are tested and debugged. The recognition rates of voice control of the wheelchair for the same person are acceptable, but it can't be applicable in crowded places due to it recognize numerous number of voice. So now let us see the proposed system. The wheelchair operates with motion, taking motion as an input signal for the movement of wheelchair in a particular direction. A MEMS sensor is used to track this motion. This sensor is fitted to any movable part of the body. The variations of that are trapped and those signals are fed as inputs to the microcontroller. Now, based on these variations, the microcontroller is programmed to take decisions which in turn control the movement of wheelchair. If person tilt his hand in right or left direction above, chair will move in left or right direction. The objective of this project, the MEMS accelerometer controller wheelchair, is to improve the mobility and independence of individuals with disabilities while also raising awareness about the challenges they face. The project aims to achieve this by creating a fun and engaging wheelchair design that utilizes internet memes to draw attention to the issue of disability and mobility. Some of the advantages and disadvantages of MEMS accelerometer controller wheelchair are: advantages of MEMS accelerometer controller wheelchair. It is ease of use, and it is smooth acceleration, and it is enhanced control, and it is cost effective. Some of the disadvantages of MEMS accelerometer controller wheelchair: limited customization, technical difficulties, learning curve, and limited range. The basic building blocks of this project when it is created, and these are used: battery power supply, PIC microcontroller, MEMS accelerometer sensor, crystal oscillator, reset button, DC motor with drivers, and LED indicators. The block diagram of MEMS controller wheelchair is, and some of the software and hardware specifications. So the software requirements are Express PCB, Pixie compiler, Process 7, and procedural steps for compilation, simulation, and dumping. Some of the hardware requirements: accelerometer, microcontroller, motors and motor controllers, and power supply. Some of the tools that are used in this project are L29 3D, which is motor driver, and PIC microcontroller, and 28-pin microcontroller, that is PIC 16 F72 microcontroller. And this is the result of our project, that is overall outcome of this project is, so when the accelerometer sensor which is tilt towards the right side, so the direction of the wheelchair will move to the right side. So in that moment, the movement of the wheelchair will be in four directions: forward, backward, right, and left. Some of the references of this project are: thank you.
Shirisha, I want to explain my major project, MEMS accelerometer control wheelchair. This is our kit, and this is our PIC microcontroller, and this is our DC motor drivers. This is our connecting wires. This is MEMS accelerometer sensor, and this is wheels, and this is battery voltage. Battery, we have to take three batteries, each battery 4 volts, 1 ampere. In this we have RF transmitter. MEMS accelerometer is a micro electromechanical system, is a chip based technology where sensors are composed of suspended mass between a pair of capacitive plates. When the sensor is slitted, a difference in electric potential is created by this suspended mass. Crystal oscillator. This is crystal oscillator. Crystal oscillator works is an electronic device which works on the generates the principle of inverse piezoelectric effect, and these are LED indicators. LED indicators is light emitting diode. LED is a semiconductor that illuminates when an electric charge passes through it. Analog to digital connect. This is analog to digital converter. It is converting and is an electronic circuit that measures a real world signal such as temperature, pressure, acceleration, converts it to a digital representation of the signal. This is called reset button. Reset button is a power is on circuit is responsible for generating resetting signals. Encoders and decoders. These are like In inbuilt we have encoders. Encoders are combinational circuits implemented with the help of logic gates. The main idea behind using encoder is to save space occupied by the data. These are motor drivers. DC motor drivers are defined as amplifiers of power media that interface between PIC microcontroller. This is PIC microcontroller, and these are DC motor. This overall is called DC motor drivers. DC current motor type is a electrical machine that converts electrical energy into mechanical energy to the wheels, and it is called, and DC motor takes electric power through the direct current which through the energy into the mechanical rotations. And we have four wheels, and this is the wheelchair. We have three batteries. Each battery we have 4 volts 1 ampere, overall 12 volts 1 ampere current. And when the battery is on,
so the wheelchair works on the gestures whatever we give. If we are moving front, the wheelchair goes forward, like in this sense. If we want to move back, the wheelchair gets back in this direction. So in the sideways is also same. So this is a complete working of the wheelchair. In the